NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check back.
Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D. Ford racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Eagles nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Going for it with Sanders. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right, because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal, too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the 29, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
You got nothing.
Wentz going to throw. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. Now Wentz will keep it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Now this time Wentz will throw. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Garoppolo now. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go, here we go. 21.
On first down, here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On second down, a run with Breida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
65. Hey, gun.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
Here we go.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Set.
1, Omaha.
Double up. He's coming, double up. SOS.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Check 52. 21, 21.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
The score, Niners 14, Eagles 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Big series right here.
Now Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
36 to Mike.
Lock.
You think you won't get this? Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Now it's Breida. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go. 180. Flag.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Wentz will try again on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Wait, Davey!
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Here's Breida. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Sean Culkin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go, D.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz now to throw. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Throwing now is Wentz. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Three bud.
Now, Wentz again. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Hey, he's crashing. He's checking crash.
57.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Wahoo!
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Line 54. Cut.
A quick throw. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Look at this, a tight end carry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And the gadget play here on 4th down winds up backfiring. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike 57. 57. Mike 50.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat and
And he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Wentz to throw again. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check three, check three, check three. Check.
21. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 120.
50 seconds, come on. Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mostert. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Garoppolo now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Wentz now on first down. It's caught by Sanders. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Wentz. That one complete to Hill. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
On 1st down, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. To throw is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And once more, he was looking for Alshon Jeffrey, and now it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down. On 1st down, Moore. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it now with Juszczyk. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
13. Goal. 57.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Let's go.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Check 24. Check 24.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Throwing is Wentz. They complete it to Hill. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Check. Watch 54.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Wentz again. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Matt Bryant set to kick off.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Go!
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game.
Yeah, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, lady.
Check 41.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On first and 10, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. Johnson, it's poke free. Football's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Looking downfield for Jones. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Stafford, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. Trying to finish off this opening drive. From the 3, this is third and goal. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 3 yards out. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Prater for the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On the set.
Check my corner. Check.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Team 6.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle. And he will find his man on the outside. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DJ Reader in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And taken right on the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Chiefs have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw. Boyle. Hard throw. Incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go, baby.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
He's checking. Alpha.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Now Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Hey. And middle.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. From the 50, it's Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
No. Rock it. Check, look at me. Door. Go.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Lamar Miller. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
So we got man.
Ready?
Back to throw. Boyle. He's going to look deep, end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
2nd and 10. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Miller. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Boyle. And Stills bringing it in. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That's caught out wide by Stills. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
55.
On 3rd and 2, Boyle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. Trying to get it that time to Stills. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Back to throw. Stafford. Screen play. Johnson. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
30 base.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
To throw on second down. Boyle. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
They have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Pick me up. Here we go. Let's go.
On third down, Boyle. It's complete. Stills. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. A first down carry now for Miller. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Boyle firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Miller. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come up in an offset eye. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Looking to throw. Boyle. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Mark 40. You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Hey, Zoo. 5.
Second and 1. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson, and he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other, a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is going to be intercepted. And Audric McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Second and 14. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
53, check 53.
Throwing on first down. Boyle. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You draw quarter.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins.
Down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the catch made by Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On first down, Stafford here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. J.J. Watt in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Go, let's go.
and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tight go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Miller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Boyle. It's complete to Hopkins. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw. Boyle. And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. On 1st and 10, Boyle. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Stills the intended target. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
Spot. No. Switch. Hey, 50. Go here.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught by Jones. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Lions, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.